Person learns that they do not need a full answer to life in order to feel briefly more stable. They only need to return to the pattern that has already become linked to relief. This is why the loop can feel oddly rational even while producing deeper exhaustion. That is why the loop can remain persuasive long after a person has started noticing its costs with complete clarity. Without that wider view, the pattern keeps masquerading as a purely personal flaw rather than a trained response. Without it, the loop keeps winning quietly. That question tends to slow the cycle just enough for a different response to become imaginable. What keeps the cycle alive is the repeated sensation of instant stimulation and the feeling of being mentally up to date. It may arrive as validation, novelty, visible progress, comparison, distraction, reassurance, or the brief feeling that life is finally making sense. These moments are often small, but they matter because they interrupt tension. The interruption teaches the brain that returning to the pattern might once again bring relief. Over time, the reward becomes less about enjoyment and more about regulation. The person is no longer simply pursuing something they like. They are returning to something that seems to soften uncertainty. That is why the behavior can start feeling disproportionately powerful relative to its actual benefits. It is not only doing work on the surface. It is quietly training the emotional economy underneath. The repetition matters because repetition creates expectation.